everyone, in this video I'm just gonna explain the new feature which I added to my data analytics platform, which I'm going to use in my development environment so that I can save a lot of money for developing these pipeline before I actually deploy over the Databricks or the Fabric. So I mentioned in my previous video where I just showed you manually. In this video, I will just provide a link into the description, as well as you can just see on the top right of your screen to get the link, where I just mentioned how manually you can just run the real-time streaming along with getting a data to the Kafka, then Flink, put it back to the Kafka, then ingest into the Druid to store so that Superset can immediately get the real-time analytics data and just show the visualization. So you can just watch this video. But again, I just mentioned that I was having some problem when I just tried to run this streaming real-time streaming pipeline with my platform, right? So here you can see I have already started this pipeline. Okay, I can quickly show you that. This is failed, so I'm just gonna deploy this one more time. And here we can come here. This is my Flink dashboard where we can see we have two pipelines which are running, right? So I can just quickly come down here in the running one, and we can just quickly see the watermarks, because see, this is what the problem I'm getting. It means that somehow the Flink is not able to get the data, and there can be a number of reasons why it is happening. Though it says there is no exception whatsoever, but still, we can just quickly check, what's going on over here. How can we do that? We can simply just, compare the code with the SQL queries, which we just put in manually, and what our streaming pipeline is putting, because we have put that logic into the code, right? So let me just quickly show you that code, So these are, the three pipelines, the source DDL, which is, this create statement. So definitely there is something wrong with this structure. Then we have a sync DDL, then we have an insert SQL, which actually just trigger the job to get the data from the user events and just put it into the aggregated Kafka topic by the Flink, right? So when I just try to look at it, I mean, what's going on? And this is the one on right side. If you just see, this is the right one, which needs to be there, but somehow something is missing on the older structure, right? So we can see few things, right? The one is this one, the timestamp replace, and this is the main problem, because the data which the timestamp which we are getting, it's having a T, so we have to replace that first of all, right? The second thing is the column name, which expected to be there, those were not there, and it says that JSON fail on missing field, right? Though it is false, but still it was just failing that because the column it was expecting was not over there, right? Same thing here, and then everything looks good apart from that. So basically the source DDL which we were using is having a problem, right? So what I have done is I have just commented out the correct one, and right now it is running with the older one which is having a problem. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna comment these lines of code, and this is the correct one, so I'm just gonna uncomment this in my service file. It's pretty much same. If you just watch that video, it's just executing or triggering those three different statements. One is for source, second one is for the sync, and the third one is the insert, which actually just trigger the job, right? So the next thing which we need to do is to just restart the services. So I'm just going to restart the services, which is going to take a little bit of time. And then in the meantime, we can quickly cancel this job because we know it's not doing anything. So I'm just canceling the job. We can quickly see if there is any job is running. All of them are failed and canceled. That looks good. So we have available task only one. There is no running job. That looks good. We can quickly see whether the events are just come. Yeah. So here we can see the user events. Kafka topic is continuously getting a data. Here we can see nothing is happening. This is the aggregated event. I can quickly get in user events. This one is user events, so basically this works fine. We can quickly come here and see what's going on here. So it's failed one. This is my streaming pipeline. So I can quickly click on a deploy, right? So it start deploying. Let's come to the Flink and see available task becomes 0 because now it's being used by the job. So basically job is running on that slot. We can see it's in a running state. We can click over here, right? We can see what's going on here. It's not data yet. Now we can see earlier, you remember we were having no watermarks, but now we can see the watermarks here, which actually indicates if this value keeps changing, it means that the data is actually being consumed and put it back to the aggregated events, right? So let's quickly see the events are going through. Okay, so again, we will see some records over here and we can see the similar kind of here, right? So here we can see what's going on. Let's quickly refresh this. Why? Let's quickly see it's running or not. It's running. We can quickly see it's not yet refreshed. The list. Deploy one more time. Again, we can see two jobs. Basically, it's restarting. That's good, but come down here. Yep. So now we can see the aggregate events are also start getting, right. So there is a problem, right? To just cancel that. Once it gets canceled, it has to be reflected back to our platform. That's another problem which I need to fix. But let's quickly verify that. So now one is running. This looks good. It's deploying, which means it's in a running state. Okay, so now this looks good. Batch pipeline. We can quickly come here and we can see. Cool. So now this looks good. Okay, two jobs. We can quickly come down here and we can see the starting one. It's another starting because we have only one slot, so only one job can run at a time. You can quickly see now this watermark is changing. This aggregate records, this aggregate events will also start getting events with the Flink. So that issue has been resolved. Now I have to just handle the UI experiences where we have to increase some slots as well on a Flink. That I'm gonna do. The other thing is so that if I have a multiple job running, then it should be able to just cater both all the requests. Here it's deploying. That looks good. So we will, once we just get this done, then definitely we will be having some over here to see. Cool. So this is how we can, fix this issue. So whenever you are using, this kind of framework where you have a Kafka, Flink, Druid, and the Superset, and if you are just, submitting your job to the Flink and Flink is not able to just get the data as per your expectation, then probably the queries, the SQL queries you are using might be having some kind of discrepancy or a mismatch based on the which Kafka topic you are using to get the data in or the get the data out, right? And there are a few settings which you can use whether you want to ignore that error, but ideally I would say don't ignore it in the beginning in the development phase. Once you have enough confidence, then you can do that, right? So this is what you can do. There are many more features which I'm planning to do it. The next feature is now once we have the data back into the Kafka topic, then I have to integrate the true ID. Again, I'm getting another issue with the true ID when I'm just trying to integrate that. That is something which I'm going to cover into the next video. So until then, stay healthy, keep learning new things. And if you have any feedback or suggestion, please feel free to put that into the comments section.